history and cultural identity, Mutabaruka's arrival unfolds what can be described as the beginning of the long anticipation of his performance at the musical jamboree of the 2014 Roots Festival. The Jamaican artist spoke of significant issues in line with Pan-Africanism and his first visit and performance in the Gambia.
That they have actually renamed the island Punta Kente Island. I must tell you that that book, Roots, was actually written in Jamaica. Alex Haley came to Jamaica and wrote that book based upon his tradition in Gambia. So that's a next connection. But we understand and we know of the middle passage. We know of our ancestors taken away from this part of the world, from Ghana, from Senegal, and we are just trying to make just to reconnect, you know. As we say, first time I've been here. We're just trying to see what we can do to reconnect and to forge an alliance and a connection with Gambia.
As regards the first cohort of participants, it includes Jamaican artist Scratchylos and a band member of the reggae dancehall artist Sisla Kalanji. For Scratchylos, who is in town with his daughter Empress Reggae, coming back to the Gambia to participate in the Roots event is very important, as it does more than unite participants from the diaspora with their ancestral roots.
Africa, big up Yaya Jami Nangadef. I'm very happy to be here. Africa, Mother Africa, land of the ancient and the wise.
First of all, I'm very happy to be here to big up the whole of the Gambian family. GTR, big up Scratchylos, say, ooh, they only mention history.
Receiving these participants at the Banjul International Airport was the Minister of Tourism and Culture and other officials, including the Gambia Tourism Board Marketing Director Adam Njai, who stated that the participation of individuals from the diaspora, otherwise homecomers, has a significant bearing on the Roots Festival.
This is a good sign that we're going to have a good Roots Festival. As alluded by the Honorable Minister, over the past months, we are expecting the best Roots Festival ever. And I'm still hoping that we're going to get around the 200 that we anticipated from the onset. Yeah, and I think the good thing also that the Gambian people need to know is on Friday we're going to have Mutabaruka and Sisla, because the first band member of Sisla, Cotton Edwards, has arrived, and of course 2 guests from the Office of the Secretary General also arrive. So we are starting to see the impact that the Roots Festival could bring to the smiling coast of Africa.
Others, including Dr. Julius Gavi and Dr. Rukono Rashidi, who will be deliberating in a symposium, as well as Yuanda Austin, also spoke to GRTS.
I want to emphasize, I've been asked to talk about how the Gambia can thrive and prosper in the 21st century. And it's my belief that in order to move forward, you have to understand what you've gone through. You have to have a sense of your history. Now, for most African Americans, we've been told that we don't have a history, or that our history begins with slavery. And I would argue the worst crime you can commit is to teach a child that their history began with slavery.
I can already say that the Gambia is very different and special from some of the other places that I have been, just by virtue of some of the inspiring initiatives that President Jammeh has put forth of ensuring that girls get free education, empowering the community to eat what they grow and grow what they eat. This is all a part of what our initiative is, our mission in producing our programs with the Change Rocks Foundation, and we'll discuss some of that work while we're here.
The reconnection of Africans in the diaspora to their roots in the African continent is something which Hugo Rose has long since worked on. As such, he dilates on this and other issues as regards the Roots Festival.
Did our first Roots trip, and now we've got a party of around 40 people that are coming in from the UK and Jamaica. And obviously we're here to be able to spread the good message of unity, faith and strength, and also to encourage other Africans within diaspora to see Gambia as a bridge to rebuild and repair the damage that's been done to us over 300 to 400 years.
As emphasized by many officials and stakeholders in previous and ongoing engagements regarding the festival, the 2014 edition of the Roots International Festival, which includes the participation of international artists and personalities, will go long in line with its intention of reuniting and preserving Gambian and African cultural values geared towards development. Modou Bajan, GRTS News.
Jamaican roots reggae artist Miguel Orlando Collins, popularly known as Sizzla Kalonji, has arrived in the Gambia to take part in the 11th edition of the International Roots Homecoming Festival. The veteran musician, who is on his second visit to the Smiling Coast, will be performing tonight live at the Independence Stadium. On hand to receive the reggae icon was the Minister of Tourism and Culture, Fatumas Jumjai. Shortly after touching down at the Banjul International Airport, Sizzla spoke to Grts.
Great about it because I've been looking towards this, and it's not just a mission with just Sizzla, it all have to do with the Roots Homecoming Festival, and we see in which this can be used as a springboard for us coming back to Africa and to highlight the world about our culture and to remind the people that the transatlantic slave trade had done a lot of damage to our continent Africa and our people on a whole. So I'm feeling really great being here with my band members and members of the staff, and seeing that the government of the country and the people had invited us. I think it's really right for us to accept such an invitation, because we grew up in a society where they always try to have the poor people in servitude, and our ancestors, matriarchs, elders before us, they've been chanting for a while now for us to see and get this clarity of Africa. And this is where it's at now. The government, they're doing a lot of stuff, and we got to recognize and work towards it. So I waste no time. I will just put all the myths beneath the mat, and I'm just here to do the work of His Majesty, to spread the love of Rastafari and unite the people of Africa. One love Gambia from Jamaica and the whole diaspora. I'm happy being here.
These are all special people. And on Wednesday we also receive Dr. Doris Darby, all from the United States. This festival is going to be different because we have participants from Jamaica, from Spain, from the United States, and from UK. And the program is really packed. This evening we started with the Night of the Grts, which was attended and graced by Mutabaruka himself. Tomorrow we have the musical jamboree at the Independence Stadium. Of course, we have some Gambian artists also performing. We are actually appealing to the general public to please come in their large numbers and support and buy the tickets and participate. We'll start selling the tickets tomorrow at 9 a.m. at the Independence Stadium. And the covered pavilion is $200, and uncovered is $150, and the patrons is only $1,000. On Sunday evening, we have the carnival procession and the official opening ceremony of the festival by His Excellency the President. On Monday, we have the Roots Pilgrimage, Kunta Kinte Island, and Jufure, which is the hometown of Kunta Kinte. And then on Wednesday, we have the Futam Path, which is a rite of passage in Kanilai, and then we will crown the program with an African gala dinner. Of course, within the week we also have a symposium, which is the topic is African culture, its prospects and challenges in the 21st century.
Reggae artist Sizzla Kalonji there and the Tourism Minister discussing tonight's performance, which is part of the 11th International Roots Homecoming Festival. Well, we will be back with news from outside the Gambia after this break. Don't go away.
The Gambia Radio and Television Services, GRTS. GRTS Staff Association, Italy. His Excellency the President, Chef Professor Al-Haji Dr. Yahya AJJ Jame, no fast Kene Sumbu, Jingadlum Banquet Dinner, a grand dance with a difference. Bufikeja Amsufi Muse Amsakh, on the 23rd of May, and on the 24th of May, 2014, Sekti Penchami Hall, featuring the now happening Queen of Malakh, Titi Safnepa, Titi, Jamani Titi, Barer Rajahe Penchami Hall. You've never seen her on stage like this before. Titi, by popular demand. Dipari Joy Mostoli, Anak Aindanan at CGB Reumi. Tickets, Gala, Platinum, $60,000. Diamond, $50,000. Gold, $40,000. And the individual, $1,000. Grand dance ticket, $500 and $300 flat. For all reservations, please call 991-1992 365-5518 203-1850 682-9536. Suñu réew Gambia.
International teams are arriving in the Nigerian capital, Abuja, to aid in the search for more than 200 schoolgirls. Boko Haram militants seized the girls from their